just wanted to talk a little bit about my service. So I don't have barely any done for you services apart from this one. So this is the LinkedIn and headline profile writing service. And this is where I actually do something for you rather than teach you how to do things for yourself. Now, I do teach you how to write your own headlines and profiles, of course, inside the program, and a lot in my free challenge as well for the headline. However, there's a real art to it that can be taught. I feel like, having written thousands of them, it's just a really unique skill that I've now got, that I've honed. I've done my 10,000 hours of writing LinkedIn headlines and profiles, both in my free training for people, done it with clients, consultancy, in a million different ways. And I've offered it as a service for the last couple of months. And I've not really took it particularly seriously as a kind of income stream or a way, in my business. But what I've discovered is I absolutely love it. Now, the reason I started, so a good question is, why would I do that when I've got this big program, I've got the LinkedIn Business Mastermind, selling this to hundreds of people every time we launch and all the rest of it. So I get that, but why do I do it? So 2 reasons. One is for the money, because it's great money and it's really good for me to have an income stream in my business, doing something that I find easy and fun, that I know adds lots of value. And the second reason is to keep my hand in. And I think this is really important. Teaching is one thing and doing is another. So me sitting down and taking somebody's whole business and distilling it into 2,600 calories, thinking about lunch, distilling it into 2,600 characters is a definite skill set that I have, that I want to keep practicing and almost keep proving it to myself that I can do it. And I've written some absolute bangers recently. I really have. Sometimes I write them and I'm like, that is really, really good. Now, I think what I do is I'm away from your business. So it's not me, it's not my business. So I've got that step away from your business, and it allows me to just distill it all in to this piece of copy, basically. This micro pitch for a headline, and then this micro landing page for the 2,600 characters. And it just, because I've not got the emotions in it, you see. I don't have the emotions attached to it. I don't overthink it. And I'm able to put personality in from the questions that I ask, and I get a really good feel for your business. And it allows me to just go, I'm just going to go for it. And the feedback that I get is so good for my soul because people love them. When I present them back to them, it's quite a big deal because I've taken their answers to my questions and I've presented this snapshot of their business back to them, and people love them. Why do people invest in it? When I can teach it, they can do it for themselves. Now, the number one reason I hear is that I just want it done. Can you just do it? I keep going around in circles. I'm overthinking it. I can't make any decisions. I keep trying to do it and not getting it right. Or they might not have even attempted it and they're like, I just want to hand it over to somebody who's done this a million times, who can just get it done. That's the number one reason, is people just want it done. And the second reason is that people want it to be done right. Now, caveat, as always, there are a million different ways to write a LinkedIn profile, and all of them are probably fantastic. I only teach one way, and I only teach that one way because it's worked for me and the thousands of entrepreneurs that I've trained and coached and mentored over the last 5 years with this stuff. My way has never changed. I'm not saying it's the only way. It was definitely not the only way. I believe it's the right way. Other opinions are available. So they want to hand it over to someone who just has a strategy and a template and a methodology and a framework and whatever other kind of word you want to use. But they just want somebody who knows what they're doing, who's confident in their abilities to get it done, but get it done right. And then the third reason is people invest in it and they pay the money for it. And it's not a cheap service. I'm not advertising on Fiverr. Like, it's a premium VIP service because I can only do 2 or 3 a week. Any more than that becomes like a job, and that's not my bag. Any less, and I'm not really keeping my hand in. So I do 2 or 3 a week. And they want to do it because they know they're going to get a return on that investment. They know that by cutting out their bit, either the overthinking, or they're not really understanding it, or they're just not being able to make decisions, or just not getting around to it, might just not have the time. Cutting out them gets them where they need to go quicker, which means that they can get a return on their investment as soon as possible. So it just means it's done. It's done. And then literally how the process works is you message me. At the moment, this is how the process works anyway. You send me a DM. Hi, Helen, can you write my LinkedIn headline profile for me? And I say, hi, yes, of course. Here's my bank details. Give me your email address. Here's the questions I need answering. And then payment is made. The receipt, if you like, the invoice receipt is sent. The questions are received back to me direct, and I then use them to write the profile. I write it in a dummy LinkedIn profile, and I make sure it fits exactly, pretty much normally exactly to the characters, because I like to write as much as possible, into the headline and profile on LinkedIn. Sometimes that involves having to edit quite aggressively, but I do all that, and then I copy and paste it and send it back to you in the same DM space as we start. So it's very simple, very low tech. I always say 10 working days, which gives me loads of time. But the reason why I give myself so much time is, well, again, a couple of reasons. One, because I know myself. And if I don't give myself time, I'm just going to end up doing it when I'm not in the right space, right? You deserve to have me in the right headspace, right? That's what you're paying for. So 10 days, 2 weeks gives me loads of time to get you in the diary and get in the right place and make sure I give it like my best. You want the best of me. You deserve the best of me. So it gives me a lot of time to work with my own schedule, with my own family, with my own energy, to make sure when I sit down, my own business, when I sit down to write your headline and profile, it's the best version of me giving you the best version of you. So I give myself lots of time. Also, if I don't give myself lots of time, it's just going to cause unnecessary pressure for everybody. So I do normally get them done in much shorter time frame than that. But also because I am now implementing this as a serious part of my business, rather than I might write some profiles, because I thought I'll just write a few and see how it feels. Do I enjoy it? Do I like it? Is it enjoyable? Value, joy, profit? Am I adding value? Am I enjoying the work? Am I making money? And it kind of fits as long as I don't do too many and over sort of commit myself. So now I'm going to put some systems in place to make all of this a little bit smoother. But it is really the time to get in now, because I know that people get a return on the investment. So people invest currently £750, and then we're seeing ROI of 100, 400%, because people are putting their new headline and profile out there, and then they're able to go and do the work. So some people employ my daughter, and she does the asking to connect with people part of what I teach. So she does that every day. So people are always looking at your new headline and profile. So that alone can really start to generate inquiries. Then all they need to do is do the posts, do the comments, and it's all simple and straightforward. But the main benefit of getting me to write your profile for you is that you will know that it is done to the best of its ability, and you will always have a LinkedIn headline and profile to be proud of. And all you have to do then is get people to look at it. That's the name of the game. You don't have to worry that you're taking time and energy and putting yourself out there, and it's maybe going to a profile that's not converting, or it's not showing you in the best light. You'll be proud of it. You'll want people to go to it, and you'll be excited when you start seeing people coming to view it, because that's the one thing that you can see on LinkedIn. So at the moment, that is the rate, $750. It will be going up. Ultimately, I expect to push that way past that once I've got even more social proof and all more people saying about their return on the investment, because the value is definitely there. But for now, if you want me to do it, send me a DM. We can get it sorted and delivered for you in the next 10 days. So send me a message. You want to get on the waiting list. Lots of love. See you later.